Hello my dear students, I warmly welcome you to SIA's digital classes. In this video, we are going to see the introduction of our topic data sufficiency. So in our ICET exam, there are 20 questions asked from this topic. There are a total of 20 questions asked from this topic, and that too, these questions come in the first section or first segment of our ICET exam. So for suppose, I will be getting questions, question number 1 to question number 20 as data sufficiency questions. Okay, this data sufficiency is not a single concept, it is a multi-concept topic. So in data sufficiency, the questions can be asked from analytical ability, or these questions can be asked from mathematical ability, or these questions can be asked from statistical ability or probability. Data sufficiency questions can be sometimes communication ability also. So it is a multi-concept topic. Okay, now before going into this topic, in data sufficiency questions in our ICET exam, there are particularly our answers are of 4 options. So there are totally 4 options: option 1, option 2, option 3 and option 4. We have to select only one of these options, but in data sufficiency there are only 2 items. We can say that these as not option, these are statements. So in data sufficiency we are getting only 2 statements. Considering these statements, we have to answer the question. So for this they have given some instructions. So let us read these instructions. So a question is followed by data in the form of 2 statements labeled as statement 1 and statement 2. Now you must decide whether the data given in the statements are sufficient to answer the question. So what we have to tell is if the data is sufficient or not. So if the data is sufficient, we have to say yes. If the data is not sufficient, we have to say no. For suppose, using the data, make an appropriate choice from 1 to 4. So we have to select option 1, option 2, option 3 and option 4 regarding these instructions. So first of all, we have to select our option 1 when statement 1, only statement 1 is alone to sufficient to answer our question. So only statement 1 is sufficient to answer our question, then we have to select option 1. So mark choice 1 if the statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Now we have to select the option 2 when only the statement 2 is sufficient to answer the question. The second option should be selected when only the second statement is sufficient. We are not using any other statements. So mark choice 2 if the statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer. Now what happens if statement 1 is not sufficient and also the statement 2 alone is not sufficient? Well, in this case we have to combine both of these statements. When we are combining both of these statements and we are reaching to our answer, then we have to select the option 3. So here mark choice 3 if both the statement 1 and 2 are sufficient to answer the question. So 1 and 2 combined is option 3. When we are not getting answer, when we are combining both these statements, then what we have to mark? We have to mark the option 4. If both first statement and second statement together are not sufficient to answer the question, then option 4 is to be marked. So these are these instructions. So let us go through this once. I have to select option when only statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question. I have to select option 2 when only second statement is sufficient to answer. I have to select third option or third answer when both the first statement and second statement has been using to solve this question. And last, when both of these statements have been used and we have not reached our answer, then we have to select this option 4. Now coming to this questions. So first of all, in this data sufficiency question, there are particularly 2 types of questions. 2 types of questions. First of all, first one is fixed answer questions. The first type is fixed answer questions. We have to achieve a fixed answer for these questions. Now the second type is yes or no questions. In our data sufficiency, there are 2 types of questions. First one is fixed answer questions and the second one is yes or no question. So let us see. So first of all, what is this question? What is he asking? What are the values of x and y? Now what we have to find? We have to find the values of x and y. So here x and y are fixed values. So here we have to find the answers as fixed answers. Fixed answers of what? Fixed answers of x and y. So x and y values should not change. So let us see what is the first statement saying. So the first statement is saying x plus y is 12.5. So the first statement is saying x plus y is equals to 12.5. So here we have to achieve x and y as fixed answer. So let us solve this. So if I put x value as 1, then I am getting y value as 11.5. If I put x value as 2, then I am getting y value as 10.5. Are the x and y variables fixed here? No, they are not fixed, but we have to achieve a fixed answer. So the statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer. Now coming to the statement 2. The statement 2, let us see only the statement 2. The statement 2 says that x minus y is 6.5. So x minus y is equals to 6.5. So let us take y as 0, then our x is 6.5. If we take y as 1, then our x value is 5.5. So here also the x and y values are not fixed. They are changing regarding this equation. So only 2, the statement only 2 is not sufficient to answer the question. Now what I have to do is I have to combine both of these statements. Let us combine statement 1 and statement 2. So statement 1 is x plus y is equals to 12.5 and x minus y is equals to 6.5. So after solving this, after solving these two equations, I am reaching to a fixed answers of x and y. I am reaching to fixed answers of x and y. So in this data sufficiency questions or problems, we do not have to solve for the answer. We just have to tell whether these statements are sufficient to answer or not. So whenever I am checking the first statement and second statement, after solving this, I will be getting x and y values fixed values. So here the answer is option 3, because statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer. Statement 2 alone is also not sufficient to answer. Whenever we are combining the first statement and second statement, then we are achieving our answer. So let us cross verify this. So here 2x is equals to 19. Then the value of x is 9.5. So here I am getting a value of x. From this I can tell that y value is what? 3. The y value is 3. So here x and y values are fixed. After using the first and second statement, I am reaching towards my answer. So our answer is option 3. Now coming to the second question. Now here look at this. Is x an odd number? So is x an odd number? So here what is this type of question? It is an yes or no question. Here he is asking whether x is an odd number or not. We have to tell the answer for this, whether it is yes or no. We have to achieve only one answer, which is either yes or no. We should not get both yes and no in the same statement. Now let us see. So our first statement is x is divisible by 3. So the value of x is divisible by 3. So let us see. So the number 3 is divisible by 3. Then 6 is divisible by 3. 9 is divisible by 3. Then 12 is divisible by 3, and so on. So if x value is 3, then is x odd number? Yes, it is odd number. If x value is 6, is x odd number? No. Here we are getting yes and then no. Then 9 is an odd number, 12 is an not odd number. So here we are not getting a fixed value, fixed yes or no. We are ambiguous about this question. So the first statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer this question. Now coming to the second statement. So the second statement says that x is divisible by 2. So the x values are divisible by 2. So here 2, the next divisible number is 4, the next divisible number is 6, then 8, then 10, then 12, and so on. So let us see. Is x odd number? So x value is 2 here. So here 2 is not an odd number. So here no answer. Then 4 is also an not odd number. Then 6 is an even number. No, no, no. here we are getting the answer as no itself. We are not ambiguous about this. We can say by using the statement 2 itself that this statement 2 gives me an even number which is not an odd number. So our answer is option 2, because the statement 2 alone gives us a fixed answer of no. We should not be ambiguous about the answer. We should be confident our answer. In this second statement, I am pretty much confident that x is not an odd number. So our answer is option 2, because statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer this question. Now coming to the next question. What is the value of x plus y? So what is this type? This type is a fixed answer type. We have to get a fixed answer for x plus y. So we have to achieve a fixed answer for x plus y. Now let us see. So x is an even prime number. The statement 1 says that x is an even prime number. There is only one number like this. Only one even prime number, which is 2. So the x value here is fixed. So what is the x value? X value here fixed. By using this, can we tell the sum of x plus y? So x plus y we have to achieve. Here x value is fixed, but y value is not fixed. Y value can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, and so on. If y is 0, 2, 3, then 4, then 5. Are we getting a fixed answer for this? No, we are not getting. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer this question. Now coming to the second statement, let us see what it says. So second statement says that y is a prime number between 10 and 20. So y is a prime number between 10 and 20. So the next prime number after 10 is 11, 13, then 17. So y values can be 11, 13 and 17. So from this only second statement, can I tell the x plus y fixed answer? No. From only second statement, I cannot tell the x plus y fixed answer, as y value is simply changing. It is y value itself is not fixed. Now let us combine both of these statements, statement 1 and statement 2. Statement 1 says that x is equals to 2. Then statement 2 says that y is equals to 11, 13 and 17. So if I add x plus y, one time I am getting the value as 13, then 15, then 19. So here x plus y values are not fixed. Once I am getting 13, again I am getting 15, then I am getting 19. So here x plus y value is not fixed. So we are not getting the fixed answer after combining both of these statements also. So our answer is what? Our answer is 4, because statement 1 plus statement 2, they both are combined also. The data is not sufficient to answer. So they are not giving a conclusion. So our option is option 4. Now coming to the next question. Is k a prime number? So here what is this type of question? This is a yes or no type question. So is k a prime number? Yes or no question. Now coming to the statement. So k is an even number. From statement 1, I am telling that k is an even number. Even number starts from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So let us see. 2 is a prime number or not? Yes, 2 is a prime number. Then 4 is not a prime number. Then 6 not a prime number. 8 not a prime number. 10 not a prime number. So whenever we are checking this, we are getting multiple answers. First of all, I am getting yes and then no. But what I have said is we have to achieve only one answer, either yes or no. So the statement 1 is not sufficient to answer this question, as we are ambiguous about this statement. Now coming to the next statement, statement 2. Statement 2 says that k is only divisible by 1 and itself. K is only divisible by what? 1 and itself. After carefully examining this statement, I can say that this statement is nothing but the definition of a prime number. It is a definition of prime number. So after seeing this second statement, I can simply say that it is a definition of prime number, and whatever the k values from this definition, I can say that here the value, the k answer, so the k is always prime. So here I am always getting a S answer. So here the answer is option 2. as statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer this question. The first question says that find the value of x and y. So we have to find the fixed answers of x comma y. So in the first statement they are giving that 2x is equals to 3y. 2x is equals to 3y, or I can say 2x minus 3y is equals to 0. So by using this, can I answer this question, or I can say the values of x and y are fixed? No, they are not fixed, they may vary. So the first statement alone is not sufficient to answer this question. Now coming to the next statement, second statement. Here the second statement says that 4x square plus 9y square is equals to 12xy. So let us write this equation in this format. 4x square can be written as 2x whole square plus this can be written as 3y whole square. In the same way, 2 into 2x into 3y gives me 12xy. Now let us bring this right side value to the left. We are getting 2x whole square minus 2 into 2x into 3y plus 3y whole square. So the left side format is a format of a minus b whole square. So the a minus b whole square is 2x minus 3y whole square is 2x whole square minus 2 into 2x into 3y plus 3y whole square is equals to 0. Then 2x minus 3y is equals to 0. Both the statement 1 and statement 2 both are same, but the way of explaining them or the way of giving them is different. So using the statement 1, I cannot tell the answer. By using the statement 2 alone, I cannot tell the answer. By using the statement 1 plus statement 2 combined, I cannot tell the answer. So our option is option 4, because both of these statements are insufficient to answer this question. Now coming to the next question. How much money X saves from his salary? We have to find the fixed answer. So we have to find the savings of this particular person X. Now first statement, X salary is 52,000. So salary is equals to 52,000. So by using the only statement 1, can we answer whether the X is saving this much amount or not? No, we cannot say. Here the salary of this person is fixed, but the expenditure is not fixed. So by using statement 1 alone, we cannot say. Now coming to the second statement. The second statement says that the amount X spent in that month on child education and travel. So child education and travel, the amount spent is 13,500. So this is the expenditure of X on this child education and travel. By using this only second statement, can I say the answer or the savings of X? No, I cannot say. When I combine both of the statement, first statement plus second statement. So in the first statement, he said that the salary of X is 52,000 and his expenditure on child education and traveling is 13,500. So from this, can I say his savings? No, I cannot say his savings, because there are many expenses regardless of this education. So there may be expenses of traveling, there may be expenses of housing, there may be other expenses, food expenses, many expenses. So by using both of these statements, I cannot say this fixed answer. So our answer is option 4, because statement 1 and statement 2 combinedly, they are not giving me the answer. Now coming to the next question. What is the mode of the frequency distribution? So when we have to find mode, we know that mode is equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. So 3 median minus 2 mean is mode. Now in the first statement, he has given the mean of this particular observation. So mean is equals to 58. By using the statement 1 alone, can we say the mode of this question or mode? No, we cannot answer the following question. Now then second statement says that the frequency is 100. The frequency is 100. So by using the only second statement, can we answer this question? No. If we want to find the mode value, we should get both these values, which is median and mean. We should have both of these values. In the first statement we are getting the mean, but in the second statement they have not given the median. By using both of these statements also, I cannot get the answer of mode. So the options we should select is option 4, because statement 1 plus statement 2 combinedly, they are not sufficient to answer this question. Now next question, can we construct a triangle ABC using these sides? So the triangle is to be constructed using this. So we have already solved this question, no need to solve it again. Let me give you a question. So first of all, let us see. The question is, what is the value of x square plus y square? We have to find the value of x square plus y square. So the first statement is x plus 2y is equals to 3. X plus 2y is 3. Then the second statement is y minus x is equals to 1. So y minus x is 1. So let us consider these values. So by using the statement 1, by using only statement 1, can I tell the value, the fixed answer of x square plus y square? No, as x and y values are not fixed in this first equation. Now let us take the second equation, which is y minus x is equals to 1. By using only the second equation, can I answer this question? No, I cannot answer this question. Now let us combine both of these questions, both of these statements. So statement 1 combined with statement 2. So if x plus 2y is equals to 3 and y minus x is equals to 1, then x gets cancelled, then 3y is equals to 4. Then y value, the value of y is 4 by 3. So from here I am getting a fixed value for y. Then whenever I substitute this value in this equation, which is 4 by 3 minus x is equals to 1, then 4 by 3 minus 1 is equals to x. I am getting x as 1 by 3. So I have x value and also I have y value. By using both of these, can I answer this question, particular question, which is x square plus y square? Yes. After combining both of these questions, which is 1 plus 2, first statement and second statement, I can answer this question. So our answer is option 3. Now the next question, what is the average of x and y? We have to find the average of x and y. The average of x and y is, so x upon y by 2, because average, formula of average is sum of observations by number of observations. So let us see. In the first statement, we are left with a statement or equation which is x minus y. X minus y is 12. By using the statement 1 alone, can we answer this question? No, we cannot answer this question, because we want the value of x plus y. If we get the value of x plus y, we can say the average of x and y. Now the second statement says that x plus y is equals to 22. So the statement 2 alone, let us take this statement 2 alone and substitute it here. So x plus y is 22, then average is equals to sum by 10. So 22 by 11. So the average is 11. We are getting a fixed answer of 11. By using what? By using only the statement 2. So we are getting the answer by using only the statement 2. We have to select the option 2, because statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer this question. Now if you want to practice more questions from this topic, data sufficiency, you can go into this particular section and practice these questions. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day ahead.